Hey, happy Easter everybody. In this video, we're gonna go over some of the Easter eggs that you can find on your JL or your JT. Hey everybody, it's Bubba with X's Jeeps, and we custom build badass Jeeps. So, if you own a JL or a JT, and you've been walking around it, chances are you fumbled across some funny little hidden things that you've kind of wondered what they are. We refer to these as Easter eggs. Not to be confused with special features, these are actually little gems that Jeep hidden on the vehicle, and they point towards something iconic. In this video, we're gonna go over 10 things that we found that you probably don't know what they mean. The first Easter egg we're gonna cover is probably the most obvious and asked about, and that's the sandals or flip-flops up here on the cowl. Well, what these are is Jeep's little nod to longtime off-road enthusiast and magazine writer Rick Pugh. Over the years, Rick has written tons of articles on Jeeps, and he's given a lot of design input to them. So, as a special thanks to him, they included these sandals. Why sandals? Because anytime you're off-road on the trail somewhere and you run into Rick, that's what you're gonna find him wearing. So, it was pretty cool that they did that for him. As a little bonus Easter egg, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the 7 slots on the grill. Most people don't know this, but this is the very first Easter egg that Jeep ever did, and you can find it beginning with the TJ. Number 2, the Jeep grill and the headlights. Now, if you have an LED package, you're not gonna have these, but if you have any of the other models that don't come with LEDs and you have the standard headlights, then if you look right here in the center, you're gonna spot this little Jeep grill. Another little Easter egg. Number 3, the flat fender Willys. Now, if you have a Rubicon, this is where you're gonna find the most flat fender Willys on the Jeeps. Let's start with the Gladiator. There's gonna be 6 if you have the all-weather slush mats. 1 on each one of the wheels, 1 on the windshield right here, and 1 on the rear slush mat right in the center. Now, if you have a JL, then you're gonna have a total up to 8. And mind you, these are static, non-moving flat fender Willys. I'll get back to that later. Just like the Gladiator, except on this one, the spare tire you're gonna have a total of 5. The shifter is gonna have 1. The rear floor mat again is gonna have 1. And the windshield is gonna have 1. So that's 6, 7, 8. For whatever reason, the Gladiator doesn't have 1 on the shifter. It actually has a picture of a Gladiator. I'm a little disappointed that they put a modern Gladiator and not an old Gladiator, kind of like they did on the JL. There may be more. If you know more, let me know in the comments. Number 4, Morse Code. If you look back here in the back of the JL, there's a little box below this 12-volt outlet with the letters JL. And directly underneath the L part is Morse Code JL. Number 5, the dirt bike tread. Now, if you've ever looked in the front of the bed, you'll notice these weird patterns right here. And that's actually mimicking a tread pattern for a dirt bike. The lead designer of the Gladiator happens to love dirt biking. So he added these in. What they are is actually, if you're loading up dirt bikes, you just aim right for them, and that'll allow you to load 2 dirt bikes up in here at one time. Number 6, the heart and 419 in the back of the bed of the Gladiator. This is actually pretty simple. It's the area code for Toledo where the Gladiator is built. Number 7, the Slush Maps. Why I say that? Because the Slush Mats in here, actually, if you pay close attention to them, look a lot like a topographic map with a pickaxe and a shovel in the rear and a dinosaur skull on the passenger front. I'm not sure exactly what the significance is or if there is any real meaning behind it, but it is kind of fun and playful. If your Wrangler or Gladiator is equipped with the technology package, then you'll notice a couple more Easter eggs whenever you start the Jeep. First is going to be on the screen right here on the dash. You'll notice it'll be a flat fenders Willys at the beginning, transitions into a newer model Wrangler or Gladiator. You'll also see a little Jeep drive across the bottom of the screen. You'll also find that little Jeep drive across the screen on your stereo. When you go to the Off-Road Pages app, you'll see one drive across the bottom of the screen as well. Number 9, another tribute to the 1941 Willys that you can only find if you have the technology package. If you scroll through the menu on the screen, go to Trim Info, and very vaguely in the back, you almost can't make it out, but there is a 1941 Willys staring right at you. And number 10, last but not least, these 3 little spokes that are surrounding the Jeep logo. These are actually a nod to the original Jeep steering wheel back in 1941. Okay, well that's all we got for Easter eggs. If you know more about them or you know more Easter eggs that we didn't catch, feel free to share them in the comments. And for more interesting videos on JLs and Gladiators, click here.